Hello everyone and welcome back to James Hunt with my team and the final episode for a little while we take a break for F1 2021, but we will be back a little bit later in the year to finish off this series. Okay then, it's time to look at our vehicle performance comparison. As you can see, we're currently in 4th position, just above the official McLaren F1 team. So it's time now to bolt on some more parts onto the car. Unfortunately, at this stage of the championship, season 3, these parts are getting very, very expensive indeed. Okay, it's time to move on now to the next round of the championship. It's time for Hungary. And you know what? Surprisingly enough, just like the Hookster, James Hunt doesn't seem to like the Hungary circuit very much indeed. Strange that, isn't it? Very, very strange indeed. Anyway, let's have a look at the first qualifying run for James Hunt. He crosses the line at the moment and he's in 3rd place, but 1.4 seconds behind the leaders, currently Ocon. As we accelerate forward now to a little later to qualifying, you can see, oh my goodness, the Huntsman. He's down to 18th position behind Kevin Magnussen. Wowzers me trousers. He's slightly up on his sector time here though, so hopefully he can get a little bit high up in the grid. Hopefully up into the top 14. Hopefully anyway, let's have a look as we come around the final corners here to see if we can. Oh my goodness, now his delta time has dropped hugely there, but now it's gained a little tiny bit, but I don't think this is going to be enough to gain any positions. Maybe just one place as we cross the line, and it's going to... No, it's still 18th place. Anyway, a little bit later qualifying, you can see that now we're still in 18th place. That's the end of qualifying, in fact, and we are going to finish at Hungary in 21st? 21st? Oh god, so there you go then. And Tatiana Calderon, our teammate, finished in 12th place. It's absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous with a bloody 7.4 million.
It's race day in Budapest as we get ready for another round of the Formula One World Championship. We don't expect too many retirements at this track. There are plenty of current and former drivers with flawless finish rates here. In particular, Ralf Schumacher. He made it across the line in all 10 of his Hungarian Grand Prix starts. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Verstappen, Albon, Charles Leclerc and Vettel, Sainz, Norris, Ocon and Pierre Gasly, Perez, Calderon, Daniel Ricciardo and Kvyat, Stroll, Russell, Kevin Magnussen and Antonio Giovinazzi, Latifi, Grosjean, Hunt and Louis Delatraz. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
So here we go then on the James Hunt career mode. The 5 lights are going out. 21st place on the grid for James Hunt as we say go, go, go. And it's away he goes. Wow, another great start from the line for James Hunt there. He's got a car to the right hand side. It's Giovinazzi. We've got Latifi as well in front of us. We've also got Magnussen now as he tries to sneak through, tries to find a gap in this circuit. Does he? Yes, another dive bomb from James Hunt. Gets through a huge amount of cars and he's already up into, oh my goodness, up into the points already. 8th position. Got Sebastian Vettel now who's battling with Carlos Sainz and oh my goodness, this is going to get tight. A little bit of contact there from James Hunt and Sebastian Vettel, but it's okay, it's all good as we continue on now for James Hunt. Oh my goodness, getting very, very close to the rear gearbox now of Sebastian Vettel. Tries to sneak down the inside, but he's got a car to the right hand side of him. That's Lando Norris in the McLaren. Lando Norris, of course, in the official McLaren Works team. But we still hold on for James Hunt in 8th position, now chasing Carlos Sainz because Sebastian Vettel has now got past the McLaren driver and so he's dropped back down to 7th position. Still, the first lap of this Grand Prix, Norris behind us in 9th place, Esteban Ocon in the Renault is behind him in 10th position. We're still holding on to 8th place, Carlos Sainz in 7th, Sebastian Vettel in 6th. And who is in the lead of the race? Well, we'll find out, but looking at the mini-map you can clearly see it's both of the Mercedes drivers. Yes, so it's either going to be Bottas or it's going to be Sir Lulu of Lucelot currently in the lead of this race as we come around the final corner now to, oh, it's fastest lap for Valtteri Bottas, so I'm guessing that he is in the lead of the race as we go in now to lap 2 of this Grand Prix at Hungary. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 2, still chasing Carlos Sainz as you can see. He's got a little bit of a gap now. Oh, we've got yellow flags. Oh, Kevin Magnussen is out of the session and the safety car has been deployed. Fantastic, the safety car has come out, which means we can now do our usual policy of coming in very, very early into the pits. as we accelerate forward down to the end of lap 2. We are indeed. Oh my goodness though, look at this. The other drivers have had the same idea. They're all coming in as well, so this is not going to be of any advantage to James Hunt whatsoever. Apart from maybe some of the cars that are still going around. So we come in for our pit stop now. He's dropping down positions all the time. We've got lots of cars out. Look at this. Lots of teams out for their cars. Unbelievable. So we now come in and change onto the harder tyre, which will easily get us to the end of the race. It's the yellow sidewall tyre. And we're going to rejoin now in 17th position behind Sebastian Vettel. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. So we've got to catch the safety car queue now as we accelerate forward as lap 4. We have indeed caught the queue. We are still in 16th position, or should I say we're in 17th place behind Sebastian Vettel as the safety car is now going to come in. The safety car is going to come in. So it's soon going to be time to say go, go. And of course, all the cars that haven't stopped yet are going to come in. But I do believe that because Vettel has come in, he's going to be the car we've got to try and get past. So James Hunt is going to try and see if he can rocket ship it off the line as soon as we get the green flag. But of course, it's going to be very, very difficult indeed because the other cars always seem to get a rocket ship start when we do the restart. So here we go, and it's time to say go, go. Look at this already. Carlos Sainz right up the rear gearbox of James Hunt trying to get past. This is absolutely insane from all the other drivers, but James Hunt manages to hold on at the moment to just 17th position, still stuck behind Sebastian Vettel, who's got quite a few cars in front of him. One of those is Verstappen and of course the Red Bull, and he's trying to get past. I think it's one of the Haas cars. Look at this, or it could be a Williams as we accelerate forward at lap 5, getting very, very close to the gearbox of Sebastian Vettel, and he dives down inside. It's a beautiful move there from James Hunt, has to be said, and he's up there into 16th position. Next target is Verstappen as we accelerate forward at lap 6. Verstappen's trying to get past the Williams. It's the Williams of Delatraz, and Delatraz breaks very, very hard, and James Hunt just sidles down the inside of boat. Oh, he tried to, but he went very, very wide down. Delatraz and Verstappen have both got their positions back, so this time he's going to see if he can dive down the inside of Delatraz. Yes, he does. Wowzers, big trousers. Fantastic driving once again from James Hunt. It's aggressive, but it's fair. It's aggressive, but fair. And he's up now into 15th place. We accelerate forward at lap 7, and our teammate is coming to the pits, Tatiana Calderon. We've got other cars coming as well. We've got Le Mans, Grosjean, and so now we're going to make up quite a few positions, hopefully get into the points. Yes, oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell, up into 6th position now. So it looks like everything that's happened during this race has been quite an advantage to James Hunt. He's got back up into some serious points. 6th position and chasing Verstappen as we accelerate forward at lap 8. And here we are then. He's going to do another move on Verstappen that he did on Sebastian Vettel. Look at this fantastic move there for James Hunt. He's got past up into 5th place. We accelerate forward out to lap 8. Russell's coming into the pits, and we got Lulu. We got Lulu, the blessed one himself, and Latifi's coming as well. He was in 2nd place. Of course, he hadn't made his pit stop. So now we're up into... Oh my goodness. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, the Huntsman's up into 2nd place and he's going for a late move on Hamilton. Whoa, bloody. Has he done it? No, Hamilton's still off to the right hand side, as you can see. Gets a warning for a collision with Hamilton, but I think he may have got the move done. I think he may have got it done. Yes, he has. Up into the lead of this race on lap 9. Fantastic. As we accelerate forward down to lap 11, still in the lead for the Huntsman. Half a second behind now is Lewis Hamilton. Carlos Sainz in 3rd place, Verstappen in 4th, Vettel in 5th position. And we are still pushing on like we always do as we accelerate forward down to lap 13. Still in the lead. Half a second is still the gap, so Hamilton cannot close that gap on James Hunt at the moment. So he still holds on to the lead of this race on lap 13. As we accelerate forward down to lap 15, still in the lead. The gap is still pretty much half a second, although Hamilton's now got a little bit more on him, a little bit more on James Hunt, as you can see. So he's got the gap down, but he's losing a bit of time through the straights. So he's still holding on to 1st place for James Hunt as we accelerate forward down to lap 18. It's the last lap of the race. This is the last opportunity for Lulu to try and dive down the inside of James Hunt, but he isn't going to manage to do it. So just through these final few corners, and it looks like James Hunt is going to win the race. This is absolutely fantastic. A circuit which is not loved by James Hunt. He's going to win it. He's going to bloody well win it. Wowzers. So he comes around the final corner now and crosses the line and wins the race. Yes, get in there, James. That safety car actually worked out superbly. Absolutely superbly for James Hunt. And he wins at Hungary and gets driver of the day as well. Can it get any better than this? And there is our team. Yes, our team. I have no idea who that old bloke is, but there you go. We'll just run with it. There's his team mechanics anyway. And there he is, James Hunt. Look at him. Look at him. What a guy. What a guy. And of course, don't forget the McLaren A-Spec car. Yes, because we are thrashing the official McLaren team. Love it. Absolutely love it. And getting in the car now is Alexander Albon, who finished the race in 9th place in the Red Bull. So on to the podium. Oh, look at this little dance there from James. Well done, James. Well done indeed. On to the top step. There it is. There's the trophy for James Hunt. Now it's time for the champagne to go over everyone. Go on, James. Go on. Oh, all over the crowd this time. Yeah, they like getting wet. They like getting wet. No problem whatsoever. So let's have a look at the points then after that round in Hungary. You can see now that James Hunt is in 3rd place, just 40 points behind the leader, which is Maxi Boy Verstappen. Lewis Hamilton still in 2nd place with 193 World Championship points. Let's have a look at the constructors and see where we are. I think we're in about 4th place, is it? No, 3rd position now. Fantastic. So we move on now to the next round of the championship, and it's time for Belgium. Yes, Spa, Frankie champs. Our vehicle performance comparison is still doing well. We're still in 4th place. We're still above the McLaren official team, so that's all good. So let's move on now to Belgium for the next round of the championship. So, unfortunately, as we move on to Belgium, one of the things that our car lacks at the moment is top speed. And of course, at Belgium, you really do need that top speed. Anyway, at the moment, the Huntsman crosses the line in 4th place, but just look at the time. He's 2.4 seconds behind the leader. Anyway, a little bit later into qualifying, you can see that we're at a 17th place, but he is slightly up on his delta. In fact, just shy of 3/4 of a second, so hopefully we are going to improve on this. In fact, the checkered flag has come out, everyone. That's the end of qualifying, so we are going to see where we end up now as we cross the line. It's going to be... I didn't see it. Did you see it? It's going to be... oh dear. 13th position for the race. Okay then.
We're in Belgium once again for today's round of the Formula One World Championship. It's a race the great Ayrton Senna won 6 times, and in 2019, Charles Leclerc became the first driver to take their maiden win here since Michael Schumacher in 1992. It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Albon, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Ocon, Norris, Gasly, Sainz and Sergio Perez, Kvyat, Leclerc, Hunt and Stroll, Calderon, Vettel, Kevin Magnussen and George Russell, Giovinazzi, Delatraz, Grosjean and Nicholas Latifi.
Okay, so here we go then at Spa, Frankie champs, 13th position on the grid. The 5 lights go out now, and it's time to say go, 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 and it's away he goes. Wow, great start once again from James Hunt. He's really nailing these starts as we go into turn 1. Is he going to do a move on Norris? Yes, he does. Oh my goodness, that was very, very dicey indeed. There's a bit of winglet there flown off. I think that's from one of the Renault cars, but unbelievably, the Huntsman has gone into 4th position as he dives down the hill, through into Raidillon, straight up into Eau Rouge, and wowzers. That's all I can say. Wowzers right now. Up into 4th position, chasing Alexander Albon. We've got Norris behind us in, of course, the other McLaren. And it's all going very, very well indeed. Very, very well indeed for James Hunt. As you can see, still chasing Albon. And in fact, he's making a little bit of ground on Alexander Albon. Yes, getting ever closer as the miles are racking up now. Racking up for the Huntsman. Norris still in 5th place, and Albon's actually going a little bit slow because he's got both the Mercedes in front of him. Of course, the Mercedes aren't slow, but of course, because we're in the dirty air, it does slow down the car that's behind you. So that's giving the opportunity for James Hunt to try and catch up to the back of these cars, and let's see if he can do. So we're almost at the end of the first lap. Well, we're about 3/4 of the way through it at the moment, still chasing Alexander Albon. You can see very, very tightly packed on the mini-map at the moment because, of course, we've still just started the race, basically. So there's not going to be a lot happening apart from the fact the usual, the Mercedes are out in front. Valtteri Bottas in second place, so that means Lulu must be leading the race. Fantastic. Now unfortunately James has run out of ERS, so we'll have to wait until the next lap to recharge as we now brake very, very hard for the final 2 corners here, and we're now right up the gearbox of Alexander Albon as we go into lap 2. Is he going to do a move on Albon before he goes into turn 1? Is he going to? Let's have a look to see if... Oh, this is great. Oh, bloody hell. That was close. That was close. Almost lost his wing there. So now we're going to go down the hill. Surely as we climb up into Eau Rouge, he's going to have a great opportunity to try and get past Albon. Here we go then. Lovely shot here from us going up through. Oh, that was very wide though from the Huntsman. Very, very wide indeed. And he's got the move on Albon. As you can see, he dives down the inside of Alexander Albon in the Red Bull and passes him superbly. Superbly indeed. So up into third place there for the Huntsman. Yes, I almost said the Hookster earlier if you noticed. So, still chasing Valtteri Bottas. Gap is just... Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. I think that was Alexander Albon trying for a desperate move there to try and get past the Huntsman. Desperate move there, but we managed to hold on to this third place. Still chasing Valtteri Bottas as we accelerate forward at lap 5. Yeah, so the gap to Bottas is now up to 4.1 seconds, unfortunately. So it doesn't look like the Huntsman's going to gain any more positions in this race. So is he going to come in for his pit stop now on lap 5? The answer to that is going to be a resounding yes. So in he comes for his stop. Hopefully, well, there's one of the other Mercedes is actually coming as well. I think that may have been Bottas, not quite sure. But anyway, James Hunt comes in for his one and only stop. Going to change onto the harder tyres. I think it's going to be the yellow sidewall, the medium. We've got another car behind us. That is Hamilton. That's Hamilton. Yes, so that was Bottas. So we change onto the harder tyre. Thank you very much. Just looking behind the pits to see whether Hamilton's come out yet. It doesn't look like he has. So... No, wait, he must have gone past already, surely. Anyway, we rejoin in 14th position on lap 6 at the moment. Still chasing, as always, as we accelerate forward out of lap 6. Into lap 6, more cars have now made their stops. So we're hopefully going to get back into the points. Let's have a look. Yes, 12 at the moment. Any more? Yes, 11, 10, 9. 9th position at the moment on lap 7 and chasing George Russell, who's currently in the Haas car, of course, for this season 3 of my team. So we now go down the hill, see if we can get past Russell as we go into Eau Rouge once again. Another lovely shot. Look at this. James Hunt is sizing up George Russell superbly, goes around the outside of him under DRS and manages to steal the place off him. It was pretty easy really, up into 8th position on lap 7 of this Grand Prix. Still chasing Magnussen now, who's now a second and a half ahead as we accelerate forward out to the end of lap 7. And it looks like some more cars are now coming in for their one and only stop. So that's going to mean that James Hunt is now going to increase his points advantage. Yes, up into... Oh, it's 5th place now. No, 4th position for the Huntsman. Yes, 4th place on lap 8. Bloody-tastic. Wowzers. As we accelerate forward now, still on lap 8, still chasing Sebastian Vettel. And Lance Stroll is out of the race now in a safety car. That's a very late safety car call on lap 11. But out it comes. So we've got to resume our pace behind the safety car now. This is still lap 11. There are the leaders, as you can see, Sebastian Vettel. And he comes into the pits, which means we are now going to go up into a podium. Yes, 3rd position for the Huntsman, as we're now going to rejoin behind Lewis Hamilton as the safety car is now going round. Fantastic. So we've gone up into a podium. Wasn't expecting that. So there you go then. The safety car is now going to come in. We're going to see if we can get the jump on Lewis Hamilton at the restart. Looking very... Oh, this is going to be very, very dicey. You can't go past him, of course, but now he piled on the beans. And it's time to say go, go, go. He's going to do a dive into turn 1 to try and get past Hamilton. I think he may. He brakes very, very late indeed. And oh, does he get it right on the exit? No, I think Hamilton gets past him. Wowzers. Yes, he does. So he's back into 3rd position, gets a wall actually collision with Hamilton as we now go down the hill. But this must be his last opportunity to try and get past Lewis Hamilton as we go into the Eau Rouge section. He's going to pile it on. Yes, he's got the full ERS on and he's got everything on. Yes, let's see if he can get past Hamilton. He's going to dive around the outside as he'll go to the inside. Not quite sure. Hamilton's sort of parking the bus right in the middle there, but he does manage to get past him. So up into 2nd place now, just behind Valtteri Bottas as we got a yellow flag coming out for some unknown reason. Oh, I think... yes, Lewis Hamilton actually went round there as we went past him. Oh, wowzers, me trousers, I don't believe it. So Lewis Hamilton has dropped right back, and it looks like on the last lap of the race we are going to finish in 2nd place. But more importantly than that, Lulu has dropped right back, I do believe. In fact, just look at the mini-map and there is Lewis Hamilton. He is right back away from the field. I think he had to come into the pits, in fact, on that last lap there. So anyway, we are going to cross the line in second place. Well done to James Hunt. Well done indeed.
Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried
Fantastic finish there.
but you've pulled through. Thank you.
And he gets driver of the day once again. So on to that podium then. But before that, we see Mr. Toto Wolff, the Terminator. Is your name Sarah Connor? No. It's Brian. Oh, hello, Brian. I didn't even know you worked for me. Well, I wouldn't. I'm the boss. I don't know my subordinates, do I? No. Anyway, there's the team mechanics of Mercedes congratulating themselves. And in amongst that mix is Alex Gillian, who's an F1 YouTuber. Yes, just thought I'd mention that. And there is Valtteri Bottas. There's the Huntsman in second place. And now the trophy is held up high by Valtteri. Well done, Valtteri. Well done indeed. And well done, of course, to James Hunt, who finished in second place. As the champagne goes over everyone, it's time now to go to the points and see what's happening. So after 2 rounds now, James Hunt still in third place, but now just 22 points behind Maxi Boy Verstappen as we go into our little mini break for this series. It will return, of course, as I said earlier, to finish off this season 3 of the James Hunt My Team. But at the moment, just 22 points is the deficit. Okay then, so now it's time for more of those boring interviews with Claire. Isn't it, lads? Isn't it, lads? Yes, I know you're going to miss this for a few weeks. You're going to miss this, but don't worry. It will return. Yes, it will return. Because, yes, it's time for our favourite part of the show. Yes, it's time for those lovely, 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 lovely gritty girls. Come on, girls. And here they are. Oh, my goodness gracious, bloody good God. Could that get any tighter? Could it get any tighter? I think it could, but not by much. I can see right in the crevices. Bloody hell, bloody... Now that's what you call wearing a leotard. Yes, that's what you call wearing a leotard. Yes, with style and grace and elegance. That, oh my goodness. And a right pair of knockers. A right pair of knockers as well. Fantastic. Oh, look, here's one. Here's one. Oh, she's a dirty little slut. Look at her. Look at those. Look at the press all over her. Oh, look. Oh, like an attack of herpes. Look at him. Look at that dirty little bugger. Look at him. Look. Oh, smile. Oh, and look, here comes one of the team mechanics just to help out her holding up the pit bull grid. I don't know what the bloody hell you call it anymore. I'm just looking at those legs, everyone. I'm just fucking hell, look at that one. Oh yes, I think I may be reaching a conclusion with that one. She's dirty, lads. She's very, very dirty indeed. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and as always, there will of course be more later when the series returns a little bit later in the year. Yes, thank you and good night.